In the shadowed corridors of Rawalpindi, where the Pakistan Army's headquarters stands like an unyielding fortress, a drama of betrayal, power, and defiance has unfolded over nearly a decade, one that has shaken the foundations of the nation's fragile democracy and turned a once-celebrated hero into its most hunted dissident. Imran Khan, the towering cricket legend who lifted the World Cup in 1992 and built a cancer hospital from sheer willpower, entered politics promising to sweep away corruption and build a Naya Pakistan. But beneath the charisma lay a deeper truth. In Pakistan, no leader rises or falls without the army's invisible hand guiding the scale. The year was 2018. After years of marginal results, Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, PTI, suddenly surged. Nawaz Sharif, the three-time prime minister, was disqualified in the Panama Papers scandal. His party fractured. Analysts, diplomats, and ordinary Pakistanis whispered the same thing. The military, under General Qamar Javed Bajwa, had engineered the shift. Rivals were pressured, media muzzled, electables coerced into PTI's fold. Khan won 116 seats, short of a majority, but cobbling together a coalition with independents and smaller parties. He took oath on August 18, 2018. Publicly, he and the generals were on the same page. Officers flooded civilian ministries. Bajwa's tenure was extended. The army's influence deepened. Khan praised the institution lavishly, calling it the guardian of the nation. For 2 years, it seemed unbreakable, the perfect fusion of populist fire and institutional steel. Yet power corrodes alliances. The economy spiraled into crisis. Inflation soared past 30% at peaks. The rupee plummeted. Fuel and food prices crushed the middle class. Khan's bold foreign policy, refusing to condemn Russia's invasion of Ukraine outright, visiting Moscow on the day tanks rolled in, infuriated Washington at a time when Pakistan desperately needed IMF bailouts and Gulf aid. He pushed for an independent stance, alienating traditional allies like Saudi Arabia and the UAE with talk of new Islamic blocs involving Turkey and Malaysia. Domestically, he meddled where no civilian should, military appointments. In 2019, he abruptly removed Lieutenant General Asim Munir from the ISI chief post after just 8 months. Rumors flew. Munir had allegedly probed business dealings tied to Khan's wife, Bushra Bibi. Whether myth or truth, the dismissal planted seeds of personal vendetta. Khan wanted his loyalist, Faiz Hamid, to stay in intelligence. The institution resisted. By late 2021, the facade cracked wide open. Khan resisted Bajwa's favored picks. Economic mismanagement disillusioned even his backers. The opposition, PMLN, PPP, and others, sensed blood and tabled a no-confidence motion in March 2022. Khan fought back ferociously. At roaring rallies from Lahore to Karachi, he waved a classified diplomatic cable, the infamous Cypher, claiming it proved a U.S.-orchestrated conspiracy to oust him for his Russia tilt. He thundered that American officials had warned Pakistan's ambassador. Remove Khan, and ties would thaw. Keep him and suffer. A leaked version later surfaced in The Intercept, showing blunt language about hoping for a new page post-vote. But Washington denied any regime change plot. Khan accused the army of complicity, of withdrawing its shield at the critical hour. On April 10, 2022, after Supreme Court intervention forced the vote, the motion passed 174 to 172. Shahbaz Sharif became prime minister. Khan stormed out, vowing revenge, calling it democracy's murder. The fallout was cataclysmic. Khan hit the streets like never before. Azadi marches, million-man claims, fiery speeches naming generals openly. In November 2022, as his convoy rolled through Wazirabad, gunfire erupted. Bullets ripped into his leg. He survived, bloodied but unbowed, immediately blaming one man in the establishment, widely understood as the incoming army chief. Asim Munir took over that month, the very General Khan had once sidelined. The feud turned visceral. Khan's rhetoric escalated. The army had rigged his fall, enslaved the nation, turned Pakistan into a slave state. Supporters chanted against generals, in ways unseen since Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's era. Then came May 9, 2023, the day the gloves came off completely. Khan was arrested inside Islamabad High Court on old corruption charges. Within hours, fury exploded nationwide. PTI crowds stormed military symbols. GHQ's gate in Rawalpindi breached. Jinnah House, Lahore Corps commander's residence, set ablaze. Attacks on air bases and naval facilities. Flames lit the sky. Chants of rebellion shook cities. The army branded it an insurrection, the worst assault on the institution in memory. A savage crackdown ensued. Internet blackouts, thousands arrested, military trials for civilians, top PTI leaders flipping sides or jailed. Khan was shifted to Adiala jail in Rawalpindi, buried under over 150 cases. Corruption, state secrets, for the Cypher, even marriage fraud allegations against him and Bushra Bibi. Elections arrived in February 2024 amid farce. PTI barred from its cricket bat symbol, candidates running as independents, mobile/internet shutdowns on polling day, delayed results sparking outrage. Form 45's, polling station counts, showed PTI sweeping. Form 47's, consolidated, flipped many seats overnight. International observers cried foul. An official later resigned admitting tampering. Still, PTI independents won the most seats, 93. But the system blocked a government. A shaky PMLN/PPP coalition installed Shahbaz Sharif again, widely viewed as military-endorsed. The years since have hardened into stalemate. Khan, now 73, remains in Adiala, sentenced multiple times, including 14 years in one graft case, 10 in the Cypher, though acquitted on appeal in 2024, other convictions hold. Health alarms dominate headlines. By early 2026, reports of central retinal vein occlusion in his right eye, vision down to 15%, hospital visits to PIMS under guard, family denied access for weeks, PTI launching founder release movements post-Eid, sit-ins demanding medical parole. His sister Alima Khanum accuses Asim law of mistreatment. The government calls it politicization. Khan's messages, smuggled via lawyers, mix defiance with pragmatism. Willing for talks, civil-military harmony-wise, but only if cases drop, prisoners free, fair polls guaranteed. Meanwhile, the military under Field Marshal Asim Munir has consolidated like never before. In 2025, constitutional amendments elevated him to Chief of Defense Forces, commanding Army, Navy, Air Force with extended tenure, lifetime immunity, oversight of 2029 elections. Critics call it formalizing supremacy. Supporters say it's needed amid Taliban resurgence in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Baloch insurgency, economic strain. Munir is seen as Pakistan's de facto ruler, appointing ministers, shaping policy, crushing dissent. Khan, from his 6x8 cell, remains the thorn. His voice echoes on social media. His martyrdom narrative fuels youth rage. PTI claims millions still back him. The establishment insists he's a security threat. This is no mere political spat. It's the latest chapter in Pakistan's eternal struggle. Civilians dreaming of true sovereignty versus an institution that views itself as the state's ultimate savior. Khan rose with the army's blessing, challenged its red lines, and paid the price. Yet even locked away, he refuses to fade. His defiance a mirror to the nation's unresolved question. Who truly rules Pakistan? The people, their elected leaders, or the khaki-clad guardians in Rawalpindi? The fire Khan lit still smolders. Protests flare, health pleas rise, whispers of deals circulate. In Karachi's bustling markets, Lahore's university campuses, Islamabad's drawing rooms, the story is the same. A man who dared stand taller than the shadow, and the shadow that refuses to let him go. As 2026 unfolds, the battle rages on. Not with bullets this time, perhaps, but with endurance, narrative, and the unyielding will of one side against the iron grip of the other. In Pakistan's endless power game, endings are illusions. The real war is survival. And right now, behind Adiala's walls, Imran Khan endures, unbowed, waiting for the tide to turn. The generals hold the reins today, but history has shown. No shadow lasts forever when the light of millions refuses to dim. For more latest video about the Imran Khan, subscribe the channel and share the videos and comments.